Well, good morning. It's sunny outside where I am right now. I'm recording this on Monday. Of course, you'll watch this on Tuesday. But where I sit right now, it's just beautiful outside. It's sunny. I mowed the lawn. Looking good out there. The grass is green. My dog is growling right now at some walkers. But anyway, it's a great day to have a great day. So here we go. Today is our last lesson of the quadratic formula, because today what we're going to do is not write the answer using radicals. We're actually going to use decimals to write our answer. So here we go. Get your math notebook out. And first I want to talk about place value. Okay, now we all know what place value is, but let's just do a refresher. So to the left of the decimal point, we have our ones, and then our tens, and then our hundreds. There's no TH over here. Now over here, we have tenths with a TH, then the hundredths place, then the thousandths place. Okay, so if I have a number like, let's see, today is April, well, tomorrow, the day you'll be watching this is April 28th. So let's say it's 4/28, and the time I'm recording this is 11:39. So I'm going to go 139. Okay, if I have a number like this and it says round to the nearest tenths, okay, I'm looking at my number 428.139. I want to round to the tenths place. I'm going to look to the digit to the right. If the digit to the right is greater than or equal to 5, you round the tenths place up. If it's not, you keep it the way it is. So here I'm looking at the 3. It's not greater than or equal to 5. So to the nearest tenths, this would be 428.1, because I'm not going to round that up. And that's how I would enter my answer. Okay? Now on the other hand, if I had a number like 428.19 something, doesn't matter, 192. We don't care what this number is. We're only looking at the number to the right of the tenths because we're rounding to the nearest tenths. So I look at the 9. The 9 is greater than or equal to 5. So I'm going to round this number up. So I'm going to make this 428.2. Okay, I know you all know how to do that. I just wanted to do a quick refresh of that. Okay, so let's go ahead and solve using the quadratic formula and rounding to the nearest tenth. So here we go. Quadratic formula . So it's going to say solve round to the nearest tenth. Okay, so we're going to do number 1. 2x squared plus 14x minus 6 equals x squared plus 7x. Okay, let's get this in standard form. So I'm going to subtract x squared, so that'll give me an x squared. I'll subtract 7x, so that'll give me a plus 7x, and then a minus 6 equals 0. Okay, I did that mentally, but let's just review what I was doing there. I was subtracting 1x squared. So 2 minus 1 is 1x squared. I was subtracting 7x. So 14 minus 7 is 7x. And then the minus 6 just stays. There's nothing to combine that with. Okay, now let's put this into the quadratic formula. X equals the opposite of b, plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, all divided by 2a. Da 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 da. Okay, all right, here we go. So what do we have? We have, let's stair step this up. We have 49. Now I know a negative times a negative is going to be a plus 24. So 49 plus 24. Well, let's just see what that's going to be. I know what that is. It's going to be 73. But so that we don't make an arithmetic error, always feel free. You can always use your calculator on these. So we have 49 plus 24, and we get 73. Okay, so now we've got two answers. We have x equals -7 plus or minus the square root of 73 divided by 2. Now I'm not going to simplify this radical. What I'm going to do is find decimal approximations to the nearest tenth. So I have x equals -7 plus the square root of 73 divided by 2, and x equals -7 minus the square root of 73 divided by 2. Okay, so here we go. Oh, let's turn that on. Okay, so I have -7 plus the square root of 73, and I get 1.544. I'll leave all that in there, and then I'll divide by 2, and I get, okay, my calculator is giving me scientific notation, but yours probably won't. But what I get is x equals 0.772, etc. Okay, now we need to round this to the nearest tenth. So rounding to the nearest tenth, this decimal, I'm going to look at this one. It is greater than or equal to 5. So I'm going to round the tenths place up to 0.8. And then over here, let's work that one out. That's going to be -7 minus the square root of 73. I'm going to leave that in there, and then I'm just going to hit divide by 2, and I get -7.772. Okay, interesting, we get similar decimals there. So x equals, again, I'm going to look at this plate. This value is greater than or equal to 5, so I'm going to round this up. So it's going to be -7.8. Okay, those are my two answers. So in Delta Math, it's going to look like this. It's going to have brackets, and you'll enter 0.8, comma, -7.8. Okay, and those are our two answers for x. Okay, keep in mind what you're getting here is 0.8, comma 0, because this is when y equals 0. When y equals 0, and then you get -7.8, comma 0. So you don't have to split it up like this at all. In fact, don't. But I'm just showing you what you're finding. Again, what you're finding, and I just have to show you this because I want it to all tie together. What you're finding is this parabola, actually this one right here in standard form, this parabola, this is when y equals 0, it crosses at 0.8 and -7.8. Okay, now I know that a is positive, so it opens up. So somehow I have a parabola that goes like that. And the values of x, where it crosses the x-axis, because that's what we're finding, it crosses the x-axis at 0.8 and -7.8. Okay, now, these are actually decimal approximations. They're pretty darn close, but they are approximations. This is an exact value because we haven't rounded anything yet. These are decimal approximations, but these are handy too, to have decimal approximations, especially handy when you're graphing. Okay, that's it. That's all I needed to show you. I don't think there's really anything else to show you. You know the quadratic formula, you know how to plug in, and there's your answers that you want to get. So that takes care of that. Let's see if we have anything fun to do here. Let's see what we got. I found this little guy around the house, so he's just gonna come on in and make a little appearance. Okay, I want to try to get his eyes showing, but I don't think that's going to be possible. Okay. There he is. Can you see him? Let me find where you are. There you are. Ah, there he is. Okay. Anyway, that's it. I'm getting a little stir crazy here in the house. I miss seeing you. Okay, I'll talk to you soon. Try the problems on Delta Math. I think you'll do great. Okay, bye-bye. Where do I turn it off? There it is.